Thanks, Wes. Well, Census 2010 is almost over, and our delegate to Congress, Donna Christensen, was recently in D.C. and had a one-on-one interview with the Chief of Public Information's Bureau, Stanley J. Rolark, on the subject and importance of census in the VI.
Good day, and welcome to Highlights on the Hill, where we give you, my constituents in the Virgin Islands, a chance to hear from federal officials on the issues of the day. Today we're here to talk about the 2010 census and why it's important for all of us to participate. Fill out the forms, return it, and give information that will help federal officials make good decisions about the Virgin Islands when it comes to funding in healthcare, education, small business, public safety, and a wide range of issues that affect our daily lives. By now, everyone should have had their census form, and some may have even been visited by the census worker already. I know there are concerns and some questions. What I hope we can do today is provide answers and reassure you about the need for and the safety of the process. With me today is Stanley J. Rolark, who is the Chief of Public Information at the U.S. Census Bureau. He directs media relations for the census, including for the American Community Survey, the Economic Census, and other survey programs. He is also involved with the 2010 Census Integrated Communications Program and the Stakeholder Relations Program. Welcome, Mr. Rolark. I know that the goal of the census is to get everyone in the U.S. counted and that it's constitutionally mandated. Could you begin by telling me why the census is important?
Yes, but first let me thank you for all the things that you've done for the Census Bureau on the U.S. Virgin Islands. Really appreciate the work. The census is important because it takes a snapshot of the U.S. Virgin Islands. This is the opportunity for the Virgin Island people to learn more about themselves. But in addition, over $400 billion of federal funding is based on census numbers. So we want to make sure that the people of the Virgin Islands get their fair share.
That's very important to all of us. You know, there are differences between how the Virgin Islands census is done and how it's conducted in the States. In the States, the Census Bureau conducts it. So who does it in the Virgin Islands, and is it done the same way for the other territories?
Well, it is done the same way in the other territories, and what we're doing with the Virgin Islands is we actually have an office, and we're working with Dr. Frank Mills at the University of the Virgin Islands to conduct the census. There are two local census offices there. There's one on St. Thomas and one on St. Croix, and a smaller office on St. John's. But we work together as a team to get the job done. We can't do it alone. We need to have people on the island who actually understand the island and who know the people to collect the information.
Yes, and I think they've done a good job of hiring individuals across all three islands.
Yeah, we actually had a hiring pool of about 2,000, and about 600 to 700 people have been hired so far to work on the census.
That's great. You know, one of the other differences is that we use a long form.
Yeah.
In the States, they have a 110 question form.
Right.
Could you explain why there's a difference, and is that also true in all of the territories that we have?
Yeah, it is true. You know, and all of us, we probably get about 7 to 8 times to answer the census in our lifetime. I used to always hope I'd get a long form, and I never did. I always got a short form. Now everybody gets a short form. Of course, on Virgin Islands and the territories, you have the long form. We have about 71 questions, takes about 42 minutes to complete. Okay. Have housing questions and population questions. But that allows us to provide information on the Virgin Islands, give you that snapshot. Stateside, we have other surveys. We have a large sample survey we call the American Community Survey that isn't available on the Virgin Islands. So it's very important that everyone in Virgin Islands answers the census completely and accurately.
In the States, they mail theirs back, and in the Virgin Islands, it's picked up. Can you explain why maybe that's different? And
yeah, well, you know, not everyone in the state mails it back. We do have an operation where we actually, just as it is in the Virgin Islands, we'll mail one out, and then we have enumerators go and pick it up. We have another operation where we have enumerators go out in the very rural areas and actually conduct the interview. So the Virgin Islands is sort of a combination of those two. But in the Virgin Islands, it allows us to send an enumerator out who can answer questions there if people have questions and help obtain a more accurate response to the census.
And we want to thank our delegate to Congress for making that interview with us on Channel 8. When we come back from this break, we'll take a look at some more news. Stay with us. Well, we all recognize the quacking duck logo as the mascot of Aflac, and recently the cruise ship Silver Star in St. Thomas showboated some presidents of Aflac to St. Thomas. Lee Carl caught up with the well-achievers of Aflac at Havensite Mall.
The BCB Burning Blazers at Havensite.
Gentlemen, welcome to the U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Thomas. My name is Monique. Thank you. My name is Monique Sibley Hodge. I'm the Assistant Commissioner of the Department of Tourism, and it gives me great pleasure to have you here with us today. This is a world-class destination, St. Thomas. We have many things to offer for you to do today. World-class beaches, our world, our Paradise Point, and many other things for you to do today. I know our friends at Aflac here on the U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, has many things planned for you, especially a beautiful tour of our island. So we'd like you to enjoy yourself. Stay with us as long as you can before boarding the plane, and make sure you see a lot of shopping bags in your hand. Have fun and have a great day. If anything you need, please let me know. We have some lovely gift bags for you. Inside the gift bags have nice offerings, and we do have a coin for you to take back so you can come back as an overnight guest. So make sure you get a copy of our coin so you can come back as an overnight guest and have some great opportunities with you. Thank you and enjoy your day.
We are very honored to be able to have you here. Please prepare yourself for an exciting and inspired day.
Does it sound like a party? It is a party for Aflac, the President's Club, aboard the Silver Star, and I was on hand for a brief ceremony and a chat with some of the presidents.
My name is Ron Sanders, and I'm the Senior Vice President, Director of Sales for the U.S. Operations. And we have a cruise ship of our top qualifiers throughout the United States, and it's our top 85 sales associates throughout the country. And it's our top 45 district sales coordinators territory. He's based out of Las Vegas, and he covers Texas, Oklahoma, help me out, New Mexico,
and Puerto Rico.
And Virgin Islands.
Lynn, how you doing?
Good.
Nice to have you.
Good.
Right, and I guess the achievement here is to gather all these people together in the President's Club and go on the Silver Star and enjoy yourself. Right?
It's a way of recognizing them for a high achievement that they've had in their careers. And you know, as we talked about Brent Gumbs here from the Virgin Isles, I mean, that's what a great achievement it is for him to be part of this. I mean, it's the very best of the best, as Ron has pointed out.
Well, you're a familiar name here in the Virgin Islands, there's no doubt about it. Congratulations.
Well, thank you so
very much.
It's our pleasure to be here.
And this is the local contingent here.
Yes.
And this is Brent Gumbs, is that right?
Brent Gumbs,
And this is
and my lovely wife Osea Gumbs, and our beautiful daughter Bricia Gumbs.
She is beautiful.
Yes.
Well, listen, congratulations on this being the President's Club. You said this is the second time around.
Second time, yes.
That's good. How long have you been with them?
I've been with Aflac. We have been with Aflac for the past 7 years.
Really?
Started back in 2003.
All right.
It's a wonderful company. It's been here in St. Thomas since in the late 60s, and we are proud to be two agents representing Aflac here in the Virgin Islands.
We're proud of you too.
Thank you.
In St. Thomas at Havensite for the arrival of the Aflac presidents without the duck. Lee Carl for News Channel 8.
Congratulations to the presidents of Aflac, and I hope they enjoy their stay in our territory. And when we come back from this break, your Sports 411 is up next. Don't go away.